ladies and germs, and welcome back to the Brightworks. Today I'm bringing you a quick little match that was played just after the stream unfortunately collapsed in upon itself last Saturday on Hot Stepper. Hot Stepper, typically a free-for-all map designed to be balanced in a five-way direction here. As as you can see, we're off to a fantastic start here as drones have been enabled for this matchup. And so everyone and their mother has sent their drone forward here to try and shut down the enemy's opposing drones. A mad dash. Not going to give me very much time to explain what's going on here, but let's meet our team leader. Spawning in the, I guess the western section, or the eastern section, representing the blue team, it's going to be Suicidal Carrot. Going to be building some of those laser towers over here. Already an explosion in the middle of the map is bad, an AKU fight over this middle metal extractor for 3.8 metal right there. Over on the western side, representing the red team, it's going to be Reed Sweet. And the commander goes down over here. Laser turrets killing commanders left, right, and center. More and more of those constructors going up in the air as well here. Got to keep your AA towers up and active. It's one of the ways that you keep those drones out of the sky. I really like the assist drones enabled. I turn them on for almost every stream because, yeah, they're a whole lot of fun. They had a interesting bit of challenge to the game. Big Tuttle in a little bit of trouble here. Okay. As far as overall strategy goes for this one, pretty sure it's just going to be a downright brawl as we see commanders getting into the thick of it here. LLT crawls all over the place. Suicidal Carrot now locked in a hand duel here against Reed Sweet. It's the old let the commanders duke it out and deal with the repercussions later. Oh, looks like Reed Sweet does go down to the LLT here from Suicidal Carrot. Well, Humblegar stepping pretty far forward here too. Uh-oh. Carrot now out of energy here. Somebody has produced some units. Looks like down on the southern side here, Hato has managed to actually produce a couple of units. Surprisingly, we're not just watching a commander battle here. Bobtree fortifying this southern section as well, trying to build as many solar panels as possible on the low ground here. Going up against Rocketeers from Ninjoth. Going to be firing from the high ground. What a cluster. Constant action everywhere. I don't know how to even keep up with all this. There goes Bobtree's commander, taking down all of the front line with it, as a whole bunch of those Legion Ballista start firing down on that orange commander. Going to mean that all that metal is lying in ruin on the northern front here. Rocketeers now pushing in. John Konji is the Legion commander, and so he has the adorable little Gundam mechs. Cute little things. Always love watching those things run around, the goblins. They are just downright adorable. We are slowly but surely stabilizing into something like a normal match here. So obviously you take 8 players and you cram them into a gate or into a map this small, it's just going to be absolute pure chaos. But I figured it was probably exactly the kind of chaos that some of you would probably enjoy. John Kanji now dancing, juking and jiving, trying to avoid the rocket fire over here, but I do think it's going to come at the cost of the T1 lab. We do have the drones up in the air, though, so we can reclaim all that. We can set up defensive structures. Hell, we could even reclaim if we really damn well wanted to. Got to look out for that anti-air over here, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Cacophony now up. That's the Legion medium tower. Yeah, I guess they still have a heavy tower, so... Oh, no, they don't have a heavy tower, actually. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, Legion without a heavy tower, so I guess the Cacophony fills the role between a medium tower and a heavy tower here. You can see it fires away for quite some distance. A rapid-fire Gatling gun of bullet spray in every direction. Here's a Warden up, the Cortex Heavy Laser Tower, blasting away at a whole bunch of these aggravators here. Cortex and rocket bots. And those aggravators are actually overstepping. Yeah, getting blasted apart now. Geothermal does go down. That was their target of choice here. But I do think the Warden is going to be able to fend off the majority of these aggressors over here. Cacophony is becoming more and more accurate with every shot. Slowly but surely they build up their accuracy until eventually they basically fire a straight line of bullets. It's pretty impressive, pretty menacing. Southern side not looking so good for the red team. John Kanji has been pushed back once again. Humblegar trying desperately to help pump out units here. Trying to build these geothermals as well all over the place. We've got Metal extractors on the high and low grounds all over the place. One thing I'd love to see is try and sneak some constructors around. You could totally sneak some construction planes, some of these little drones, sneak them around the side over here, and then try and capture the enemy forces. That's one of those special things that those drones are able to do, capable of doing, is they can actually capture things the same way that a commander can. And yeah, you can use that to your advantage if, you know, if you happen to find a weakness in the enemy's lines. Bomber coming out now. As far as I'm aware, the air rework has been enabled here, so that bomber is doing tremendous damage. You can see it scuffed up all of these pretty badly. Took out a bunch of wind turbines and scuffed up all the rest of it pretty badly there. So that's always nice. Cacophony is continuing to fire away. They're kind of like a beamer turret, right? Like, they do damage sort of over time. Kind of a beamer turret adjacent, right? I love the design of it. Not sure where it fits into the roles here as far as the classifications of turret go, but definitely a pretty impressive thing. Another bomber coming out here. Oh, it does get shot down. Looks like there's finally enough anti-air to shut all that down. You can tell these teams are very cramped for space. Finally, the metal extractors back here are going to come up and online as Columba sends some constructors over there to get all that up and running. Going to be a nice chunk of metal coming in. 3.8 on each and every one of those metal extractors. Going to be a fabulous economy. Well worth trying to invest in. Suicidal Carrot taking Gatling gun fire to the face. Not gonna phase her though. Okay, we're stabilizing slowly but surely here. Oh, I say that right as another commander goes down on the northern side. I believe it's gonna be Isbad's commander going down to a couple of these Karkinos, the little dual weapon fighter here for the Legion. Medium dual weapon infantry bot. Pretty menacing. They've got a little laser lance, a little heat ray lance, as well as a riot cannon attached to their shield. Their shield goes away. Do they? Yeah, it looks like they still have their riot cannon, so that's cool. They're a funky little bot. They're not all-terrain despite having the spider legs, which is pretty interesting. There you go. You can see its head drops down and it takes cover behind the shield and it can fire away with its little riot cannon every once in a while. It's a very bizarre kind of a bot. But effective, yeah. Okay, so they can fire when the shield goes down. Good to know. Very good to know. This is the hero Cacophony right here. This thing's just been leveling up over and over now. Max health of plus 59 or 49%. It's starting to become ridiculous here. You can see when these things start to level up, they just fire a straight line of bullets. They don't even, they're not phased at all by inaccuracy. They just fire in a direct line. It's pretty funny. Oh, those ballistas hit hard. Seeing the connection right here between the Rocketeers and the Ballista. The Ballista definitely the heavier of the rocket bots here. You can see it costs 160 as opposed to the Rocketeers 120. So you pay a price for that extra efficiency, but it is pretty menacing. The cacophony that could. Trying its very best, but this northern side is continuing to crumble. A whole bunch of those Karkinos trying to push in further now. You're going to D-gun down some of them. They remind me of Roman legions. Is it Legionnaire? Is that what those were called? The guys with the spears, with the poles, with the shields. You know the ones I'm talking about. That's what that reminds me of. Interestingly, 2 gauntlets now up and running. Surprised we're not using them to, pelt into the backline here. Looks like we are. Looks like this one is set on high arc mode, and so it'll start firing away into the distance here. Gonna start bombarding any of these units in the backline that it can. Very nicely done. Carrot producing out of a vehicle bay on the front line, though. A lot of production being soaked up by the commander needing to heal right now. Oh, that commander going down right over here on this side. Going to mean that a whole lot of that defensive setup has been crumbled away right now. Oh no, the hero cacophony has fallen. Oh, what a frantic mess. Everyone trying to build as much of whatever of anything as they can. Suicidal Carrot stepping a little far forward here. Gotta be careful. Humblegar and Carrot gonna trade out here, but definitely to the benefit of the blue team as all of the static defenses now go up in smoke for the red. Things are not looking good right now for the red team. Their power infrastructure is crumbled right now. They desperately need a whole bunch of wind turbines or something like that. Wind speed pretty awesome on this map, so I'd definitely say going for a massive wind farm in the back here might not be the worst idea. This is looking pretty abysmal right now for the red team, though. Blue with just a tremendous advantage, and there's not exactly any way for the red team to claw themselves back in right now. Critical E shortages all across the board. Metal shortages as well. Everybody is running out of resources. I think these Rocketeers are finally going to push in here. Agitator over here to hold the line. Trying its very best to. Not sure if it's going to be enough, though. This 3.8 was taken in the middle of the map here as well. That's quite nice. Ironically, that 3.8 is the same as the metal extractors in the back here, right? So it doesn't even feel like it's worth all too much. Oh no, Resbot didn't eat anything. Resbot was produced, but it did not eat. What a bummer. Oh, and another commander goes down to the Wolverine shells, raining down on the red team. Things are starting to look pretty dire here. One commander remains for the red team. It's Dotsor, running for his life. Not ready to meet the inevitable yet. Never mind. It would appear very ready to meet the inevitable yet. Down goes the red team, and the blue team takes the win in this high-octane match. That was a quick one. Very chaotic. Probably missed about 30% of that match total. Just action all over the place, but I sure hope you enjoyed. Bit of a faster one as I'm preparing to go into the holiday production mode, so we're going overdrive today. But I sure hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the very next video. Peace out, folks.